All right, let's talk air compressor project. I spec'd out a K2A 60V, so this is a 2 horsepower, single stage, 60 volt, or not 60 volt, 60 gallon compressor. This is a 230 volt, 30 amp monster that we need for filling tires here at the VinWiki garage. It's clearly we don't need this much of an air compressor, but we had the space for it. Rather than going 80 gallon and filling up this whole closet, we did 60 gallon, which is going to be more than enough. And then putting in a closet will help quiet it down a little bit. But single stage, there are 2 types of compressors. This is 2 types of piston compressors. Single stage and 2 stage. 2 stage will allow you to run higher PSI, which are higher pressures, which we don't need. But the single stage for filling tires and blowing out wheel wells should be more than enough. It's a pretty stout compressor. So our valve here is on the left-hand side. This is our exit valve. They're all spec'd with a 1/2-inch female NPT. Has a pressure gauge on the front, and then we have our switch here, or our power in area. I guess this would be our breaker. Let's see. This one, no pneumatic. Yeah, so I spec these out without a pneumatic drain. There's a drain in the bottom of the tank down here. At the very exit, so there's a little valve here. I doubt Ed's really going to need to drain this very often. So this will be loud, but this compressor I think operates at about 700 RPM versus say typical single stage compressor from Home Depot is going to run at 3,500 or 3,750. So this will chug along like a diesel and not be quite as obnoxiously loud as some other compressors would be. So these are American made in just north of Pittsburgh in Erie, Pennsylvania. And have a good relationship with them. So I sell lots of these compressors for people all over the country. It's my favorite American-made stout piston compressor. So we're going to bolt this to the ground with concrete anchors, or red heads. So what do we get? Some 3/8?
We got 1/2 inch.
All right, we got 1/2 inch, 5-inch long, 1/2 inch concrete anchors. We also have some hoses. I'll show you all the stuff that we're going to use to get this set up. We'll be doing Cox Reels, Prevost piping. I'm going to be doing a T316 stainless flex line, and we've already put our plate on the wall, which you saw earlier. So let's get moving. We already got lucky here. Yeah, and then we had a pre-wired compressor circuit.
Well, I guess we should probably just slide it back in now.
Yeah.
This will go right there. We'll be in. Like that.
Yeah, don't be a sissy with your freaking earplugs.
Huh?
Your earplugs for 3 holes.
What?
You're not going to die.
I like to do this just in case you miss with a hammer driving them in. Mm-hmm. You don't nick the threads, because once they're in, you don't get them out. Yeah. So if you screw up the threads, the only way to fix it really is to go buy a die nut and then run a die nut over them to straighten them out.
All right, so back to Home Depot. We're back at it again. We're going to cut these down.
So our pucks.
Probably would have been a lot cheaper to just yank them out and
They can't. They don't come out.
Oh.
We're one-way dudes.
Anything special about this? Black to black, white to white?
No, actually, this was pre-wired.
It should be green.
It should. Well, this should be actually red and black since it's 240. But whoever pre-wired this used 10.2 Romex instead of 12.3. Really, what you want to do is abandon the white, or at the very least, wrap it in red tape so that it's designated hot. But I mean, anybody that is going to be working on this is going to understand that's being used as a hot, even though it really should be red. Mm-hmm. Other than that, it's nothing special. It's super easy to hook this compressor up.
Yeah. We don't need a knife switch on this one.
Well, you got a breaker. So if you're going to work on it, you just isolate it at the breaker.
Oh. Really interested to see what it sounds like with the door closed.
I think it'll be pretty quiet, I bet.
Well, I don't know about quiet, but
Well, I mean, where you can talk in here.
yeah. What about a drain? I don't think, I've gone away from needing like drains and crap. Just, this is me needing a drain like once a year.
Yeah.
Maybe.
As much as Ed's going to use it, maybe never.
Right.
Honestly.
So there we go. They got it. You can hear it running.
Yeah, it's pretty quiet.
That's pretty sweet.
I mean, you and I can talk out here.
It'll get a little bit louder as it builds pressure, but
Yeah. I don't think it's bad
yeah,
compared to that. That's a lot louder.
yeah,
And if this were a solid core door, it'd be much quieter.
right. Yeah, if you had insulation on it,
Yep. Cool.
yeah, it makes me want to build a room for mine for sure. All right, this is a fun part here. I'm excited about this one. We're mounting the hose reels. And first, we're going to mount the regulator. All right. I know people will be yelling at us. How come you don't have stainless? I don't know. I just don't have it. Sorry. I'm sorry, I just don't. So put the little gauge on the front. So you can see the Alto 3, you could flip it around.
So these
So you could mount
these
it.
come off, and then you could turn it this way,
Yeah.
and then put the end on the, because it's marked in and out here and here.
Yeah.
So the flow has to go a certain way.
Yeah.
So however you want to do it, you can take these blocks off, switch it around.
Yep.
Put this in the back instead of this.
But this is completely unnecessary. This is a 1/2 inch filter regulator. But I figure why step it down? This thing's only 97 bucks. It looks like a lot for 97 bucks.
It is. It's really nicely made.
Yeah. Dang it, I love this thing. I'm always going crazy over Prevost. It's one of my favorite brands. It's just so clean.
Okay.
Real
And we want to bring our air supply in here. We can come out.
So this is a T316 stainless line, and
We're going to debadge it.
we needed a lot longer than I thought. And so we have a union on here where we have 6 feet. This is a really expensive part of real estate.
Oh, yeah.
But look at how flexible that is.
Yeah, you
It's pretty incredible. Especially in 1/2 inch. And it won't kink. If you try to do AN lines kink.
Yeah, I don't like those.
We're gonna come all the way around down the wall. And now our outlet on the pressure washer compressor is right on the left side, which is real convenient for our power, but then we needed to run a little longer hose. So then that's gonna come through the wall. And we'll tack it to the wall with some Prevost.
Clips,
Yeah.
probably right around here, and just come up as a nice radius, because it's going to come through. You know, it's going to want to stick out a bit, radius this way, and then radius up. So we should give it some room.
Thing's so darn flexible, you're gonna gotta get it through there.
It'll look,
Oh yeah,
that'll look good.
it's real pretty.
Yep.
If the filter regulator wasn't so pretty, we wouldn't put it out here. So this is how you avoid unions, although we have a 90. We should have ordered a darn stainless 90 from McMaster, but can you believe you're marking up my brand new
Sonic tools?
Yeah. Brand new, the Sonic tools aren't supposed to be used.
Just looked at. This might be the only time it ever gets used. Sorry, Ed.
Never check the level after you're done.
Come on. Got to check it always.
No, not at 7 o'clock at night. You don't check level. You just say that looks straight.
That looks good from my house.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks straight. Okay. We'll do electrical next.
Yep.
Okay.
Can't help. I'm working the camera. Got an important job. It's like the wall of power here. I'm just sad. I wanted to do a whole Prevost array of awesomeness.
You wanted the piping too, I
I
know.
wanted piping and manifolds, and wall just turned out to be a little too small. I'd originally spec'd it for this wall over here, because I thought we were gonna have to put the compressor out against the wall, but no, it worked out that we only have just a short whip hose. Ed's gonna hate this. Wait till you see his face. Oh, maybe I was wrong about his face. I thought you were gonna hate this because when you park 19 cars in here, that you're gonna smack your head off of this every time you try to walk by it.
No, I think a reasonably height car would fit there. And that'd be good. So
All the cars you own are low enough.
That's right.
I'm gonna say when you're crawling out of the driver's side door,
You whack your head on
sliding
this.
over the hood, you're gonna whack your head and drop kick this thing off the wall.
We're gonna get a text message.
Just let me get some pictures of it first.
Yeah.
But to me, this is the dream right here. I don't give a crap about any of this other stuff. This, I don't even care. I don't even want to use it. I just want to look at it.
Big reels on walls, huh?
Yes.
That's the dream.
Yes.
Blue,
took-
What else can you put a reel on there for? Do you ever think about that? Like,
You could put a vacuum hose.
Vacuum.
Vacuum's my next tackle.
what's the next goal? Okay.
So I'll be coming up here to do the vacuum system. And that's what we're saving that closet right there.
For the vacuum.
Yeah, for a big giant, yeah. We'll get there. We'll get there.
We'll get there. Yeah.
So the switch is over on the left. You're gonna have to smash your head off the ceiling to turn the compressor on. It's down on the left-hand side, lower in the middle next to the valve.
Yep.
See that on-off?
Yep.
That's how you turn it on and off.
Or you can just turn on and off with the circuit breaker, which is in there.
Yeah.
You can leave that switch on and just flip the circuit breaker on.
Okay.
Another
It's
way to
marked
do
air
You haven't
compressor.
figured out a way to put the switch in?
it. Not yet.
That seems like the next
I mean,
thing.
we probably could.
Oh, we could do a remote switch for sure.
I mean, that's...
But not in our 1 week time frame.
No, that's
Well, truthfully, you can just leave it on. It's got so little that would ever leak that the
Right.
compressor will probably never turn on. But
That's a good point. Yeah.
Once
See,
every
mine has,
6
I've got
months.
like a half a mile of lines, and so
Yeah.
you inevitably have a little bit of leak.
Tiny
Yes,
leaks
you'll probably better leave it
eventually,
on.
yeah.
So it'd pressurize once a day at the most.
not even.
Never,
Maybe
yeah,
once
once a-
every month or two.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you almost
Yeah.
want to do that.
Right when you're in the middle of the best story that anybody's ever told, it starts vibrating the floor.
Punchline.
Pardon me, I have to go turn off my air compressor.
Yeah, that's a good...
Oh yeah, that's pretty. That is pretty. Just a little pop of green. So the reason I'd really rather not have green. But green, this is a nitrile rubber hose, as opposed to EPDM.
Nitrile.
Nitrile.
Nitrile, like the
N-I-T-R-I-L-E.
Okay.
Nitrile rubber.
It's yeah, exactly.
So for all that transmission fluid that inevitably will be leaking from all these Italian vehicles in here,
Yes.
your hose, if it hits the ground, won't blow up into a big balloon and explode. So,
Other hoses would?
well, a regular EPDM rubber hose,
No, it's okay.
if it gets any kind of oil or petroleum products on it, will blow up.
So
I got a
none
man.
of these are sold together. Like you're combining.
Correct.
This is an example of your solution coming from a variety of people's products.
This is a result of many 7 p.m. to midnight internet searches. This is my value prop to the world. I like to try to find this stuff. Not so much for you, no offense,
Right.
but for myself. And then by proxy, I get to do this in your garage too.
We benefit.
Hey, I didn't put that.
I noticed that. I just saw that. You didn't put this in all the way. It's all right. We'll take care of it.
This guy here.
Yeah, you're responsible for that. You curated that yourself.
And you nicked it all up.
Yeah.
Seriously, how am I going to park my salvaged flood title stuff
Next to that,
this? Tacked up.
Slightly chafed.
slightly chafed brass fitting.
Is it chafing when you scratch brass? Is that what it's called?
And chafing works for me.
All right, so we got ear clamps on our barb fittings with our ear clamp protectors, which are those black thingies. Problem is, we don't have our ear clamp tool because I am not completely perfect and send everything exactly right. But so the cool thing about ear clamps is that if your hose ever fails, you can just put a new one on, start over. By the end of this year, we'll also have gray and black hoses as well. Our hose reels.
Oh, so for those who don't like the blue?
Yeah,
But
correct.
blue is your accent color.
That is
I
his
like
color
blue,
of
yeah,
choice.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little babyish, but it's close. And then the air clamp protector snaps in place and we get a nice clean finish. Look at that. That's a I think $16 or $18 worth every penny move, if you ask me. For those two little things that clean it up.
And that holds how much pressure?
Well, you can make it adjust from 0 to compressor capacity, which I think is 145. Yeah.
This compressor is 125. So
125. Okay, so you'll want to.
we're going to air it at what, 93-ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
You probably don't even need to do that because there's not going to be any loss because
And
it's
the adjustment on the regulator
It's
is
right here.
That? Okay.
Yeah, so you pick up, turn it. As you're turning down, you'll watch the pressure climb, and when you get it to where you want, you snap it down and it'll stay there.
you'll never have to touch it. We're going to set it 90
forget
and
it.
leave it. Yep.
What's that commercial? Set it and forget it. Yep, that's it.
Wow.
So we're missing one part to finish the hose.
To install
Put
the hose
actual
onto the
hose in.
reel.
Yeah.
His
That'll be
Matt's
here.
almost perfect. Didn't
That'll be
ship
on
it.
Friday. We'll ignore the fact that that hose we just hooked up came today.
Right.
'Cause I forgot to ship that one too, so we're not doing so great.
Hey, it's all right.
I'll blame all the people that work for me and ship. Wasn't my fault. It's never my fault.
So you're gonna put a hole.
What I'm going to do next, I'm going to put an outlet right at, this height. We're going to match the height here.
Okay.
And then we're going to shorten this and plug it right in.
Nice.
So it's not like, we won't have all this. Well, typically Matt likes to do something like this, but I don't like that. I've taught him not to do that.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah.
So you disconnect here, cut
Well,
to there.
we cut it, we take the plug apart, shorten it to the appropriate length and put the plug back on the end.
Man.
Yeah. Because, Matt likes his zip ties and everything else. I just don't like that.
No, that's it. I know Matt's real.
Yeah, he's
Cut the
sloppy.
corners.
Yeah, the same thing with the TV. Mount the TV. I'm a big
Yeah, just have
fan.
the cords. You see his house. All his cords are hanging down the walls. I got to go out there and fix it all up for him. Yeah. It's pretty shabby. Yeah.
I'm gonna make a how-to add an electrical box, add an outlet.
Yep.
Is there a standard height?
Yeah. But what I'm doing is matching the screw hole to screw hole.
Oh, got it.
We're at the same elevation.
So you have to drill a hole up through the top.
Yeah.
All right, Michael. I'm a little chilly. Aren't you a little chilly? If he turned the heat off on us.
I still have my hoodie on.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I feel all right.
this looks pretty good.
Yeah.
We're done. We quit. We need another freaking Home Depot.
We need
trip.
it. Well, we need to get. I guess we're going to change all his receptacles and his switches out to white instead of this almond ivory color or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So we'll go get those. We'll change that GFCI out.
Yeah.
And then we'll be done over here. And then we can do the pressure washer tomorrow. Get that done. What else
Yeah.
are you gonna wants us to do? Hang his TV.
Yeah.
Do some
that'll be
shelving.
fun.
That'll be all fun stuff.
Yeah.
The hard work's all done, really.
So but we'll be finishing it. I think at the end.
Yeah.
On Friday.
Yeah.
Friday afternoon.
Yeah.
So we got another day and a half or day and 3/4 of work to do.
Yep.
It's not like we're rushing though.
No, we've been
just
we
kinda-
slacked today because people come over and we're chatting and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway, thanks for watching. These hose reels are pretty sweet. Catch you on the next one. This is like these polar opposites. We got this, and then on the complete opposite wall, we got that. Freaking fridge. Junk fridge.
I thought you were shooting a Lamborghini when you said
No.
that.
Dang it, fridge.
I know
I lost the battle.
They are your favorite car.
I'll win the war though, but I lost the battle. Gotta stay hydrated.
Yeah, I think a black fridge would look better.
You know what would look better? No fridge.
No fridge at all. I agree with that.
The kitchen's like 80 feet away from here. Dudes and their fridges in the garage. I don't even have a fridge at HQ. Poor employees. I'm gonna start doing courage stickers as long as I get like 9 of them in here. Just put banners, stickers, photos of me. Can we put a big full-length picture of me in here?
If you do these builds, then where you're like traveling around,
Yeah.
you need to carry with you a bust of yourself.
Yeah.
That on the last day when you're taking your picture, you just put it somewhere.
Yeah.
And then you tell, make everybody believe that it has to stay.
Yeah.
Because nobody's going to tell you that you're wrong. And so, yeah, no, like right in the corner, there's a big Matt Mormon.
Why is there a hand soap sitting on the step? Intended to go up there someday?
Well,
Yeah, she
said
was.
There wasn't any upstairs.
Well, she went
It
and-
was all downstairs.
Yeah, we went to Walmart. She bought some for you.
She's very,
Appreciate it, but
Yeah.
it was just
Yeah,
very
she's like
particular about
downstairs.
hand washing.
She's like, I'm not going to ask him. I'll just buy
If I
it.
had to wash my hands every time I took a leak, my hands would be chafed off. I'm going to start a movement for washing your hands after you go to the bathroom.
No, before you mean.
Oh yeah, sorry, before you go to the bathroom.
Well, you really should anyway. I mean, I'd prefer to touch myself with clean hands.
Before and after.
Yeah,
Right. Not
right.
No, just before.
Just before.
I'm not peeing on my hands.
That's
Who
his
pees on their
argument
hands?
always. It's always his argument. I don't pee
My
on
junk is way cleaner than my hands are.
We have to question that.
I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah, take your word for it.
I would hope everybody's is.
Dialed in.
Just don't pee on your hands.
Jim Taylor.